Hello everyone, welcome to the first PUC online classes of Gopalswamy PU College, Mysuru. I am Suma, Economics lecturer. In today's session of chapter 4 of part A, that is presentation of data, we are learning about the diagrammatic presentation of the data. In the previous session, you all learnt about the forms of distribution or forms of presentation of the data. Today, let us discuss about the various types of diagrams that are used to present the data. The diagrams are divided basically into three forms. The first one is geometric diagram, second one is frequency diagram, and the third one is arithmetic line graph. Even these diagrams are subdivided into two. The first one is bar diagram and the second one is pie diagram. The bar diagrams are nothing but the presentation of the data through rectangular bars. The rectangular bars are called as the bar diagrams, and these bar diagrams are again subdivided into three. The first one is simple bar diagram, second one is multiple bar diagram, and the third one is component bar diagrams. Again the second subdivision is pie diagram. So, pie diagram is the presentation of data in the form of a circle which is proportionally divided based on the data. The second form is frequency diagram. The second form of diagrammatic presentation of data is frequency diagram. It is again subdivided into four. The first one is histogram, second one is frequency polygon, third one is frequency curve, and the fourth one is ogives. The ogives are again divided into two types. They may be of more than ogive or the less than ogives. Histograms are those which are constructed for only continuous frequency distributions. So, histogram is a set of adjacent rectangles. In this set of adjacent rectangles, the height and width of these adjacent rectangles are proportional to the width of the class frequency as well as the width of the classes. So, the next one is frequency polygon. Frequency polygon is a type of presentation of the data in which the frequencies are distributed and it is presented in the form of a graph. So, the graphical presentation of the frequency distribution is known as the frequency polygon. The next one is frequency curve. Frequency curve is a smooth freehand curve passing through the points of the frequency polygon. So, it is a freehand curve. Next one is ogive. Ogives are the curves drawn for the class frequencies as against the class limits. So, these ogives may be of more than ogive or less than ogive. The next one is arithmetic line graph. This is again another form of diagrammatical presentation of the data. So, the arithmetical line graph is also known as the time series data. The values are plotted on y-axis and the time is plotted on the x-axis. So, this is used to present the frequency distribution which is arranged in a chronological way. So, the arithmetic line graph is also known as the time series data. Here, time is plotted on the x-axis and the values of the variables are plotted on the y-axis. This arithmetic line graph, which is also known as the time series data, helps to know about the periodicity of the event, and also it is very helpful in mentioning the long term time series data. So, now let us learn one by one. Let us learn about the bar diagrams. The first one is simple bar diagram. In this, the datas are given and here we are drawing the rectangular bars only for single data because here it is used only for one single variable. So, here the years are mentioned in this box. So, in the year 1951, the population was 336.1 crores. So, it is in crores. And in the year 1961, the population of India was 43.9 crores. In the year 1971, the population was 54.8 crores. And in the year 1981, the population was 68.4 4 crores. So this is a simple data which has only one variable, which has the details of only one variable, that is about the population of our country. So we have to draw two lines, one as the x-axis and the another one as the y-axis, and in the x-axis we have mentioned the year, that is the time, and in the y-axis we have mentioned the total number of population, which is consistently increasing into 20 points. So as in the year 1951, it is 36.1, here it is marked, so 36.1 is marked here. In the year 1961, it was 43.9 and therefore it is marked above 40 and 43.9 is marked here, and it is in the year 1971, it is just 54.8. So a rectangular bar is marked below 60, that is at the point of 54.8, and in the year 1981, it was 68.4 crores and it is marked below 80. So this is a simple bar diagram which has only 4 rectangular bars. So to present data related to a single variable, this simple bar diagram is used. This is the simplest way of presenting a frequency distribution which can be understandable by everyone. The second one is multiple bar diagram. So in the case of a multiple bar diagram, different data which are interrelated or interlinked will be presented in the form of a rectangular bars. So here the datas are given like this. The courses offered in a college were arts, science and commerce, and the number of students in these 3 years are in the years of 2015, 2016 and 2017 are like this. In the arts section in 2015, 150 members were there. In science in 2015, 120 members were there, and in the section of commerce in the year 2015, there were 200 students. So like this the details are given for 2016 and 2017. So again here also we have to draw two lines, one vertical line and one horizontal line. Horizontal line is the x-axis and the vertical line is the y-axis. So here we are drawing the rectangular bars which are close and which are interlinked with each other. So let us see here the arts, science and commerce, they are mentioned here. In the year 2015, arts had only 150 students. It is mentioned here. Science had 120 students and it is marked here above 100. And commerce had 200 students and rectangular bar of 200 is mentioned here with the students of commerce, strength of the students in commerce. So likewise in the year 2016, arts had only 90 students, science had only 150 students and commerce had 250 students, and it is marked accordingly based on these intervals. The next one is in the year 2017, arts had 100 students and it is marked with the help of a rectangular bar, and in the year of 2017, science had 140 students and commerce had 280 students. So the maximum strength between these 3 years is 280 students, that is in the year of 2017 in commerce. So for this we have to make a index, because here we have 3 interlinked rectangular bars which are very close and which are attached to each other. Arts is marked and the sign of arts, the symbol is the slants here, the slanted lines, and they are plotted here, and all these slanted lines say you about the arts. And in the science section it is kept vacant as vacant, and all the science strengths are marked in the form of empty rectangular bars, and commerce section is marked with horizontal lines. So we have to write the index of the lines or of the presentations that we have made in the graph. So the commerce is represented with horizontal lines in all the 3 years, and this is known as the multiple bar diagram. These two are the first 2 types of bar diagrams. So now let's move towards the component bar diagrams. This is a component bar diagram. Here the magnitude of the details are divided into different components. So let us see one example for component bar diagram. The gender is mentioned in this column, that is boy and girl, and the enrolled, those students who have enrolled to the school's percentage is 91.5 among boys, and the percentage of girls is 58.6, and the school dropouts, percentage of school dropouts of boys is 8.5 and the percentage of school dropouts of girls is 41.4, and in all they have attended only 78% who have enrolled, and among the total percentage of the students who have enrolled, we have only 78% here, and among the dropouts we have only 22 here. So in the component bar diagram, in the y-axis we have mentioned about the percentages, and here we mentioned about the characteristics or the attributes like boys, girls and all. So the students who are enrolled and the number of boys who have enrolled in a school are 91.5%, and among that 8.5 are dropouts, and among the girls who have enrolled for school are 58.6%, and among the boys who have enrolled for the schools 91.5 are those who are enrolled, and the 8.5 are the dropouts, and among those students among the girls who have enrolled were 58.6 and rest 41.4 is the dropouts. And in the overall, out of the total strength of the school, 78% were enrolled are there in the school and 22% were dropped out. So this is a component bar diagram which is used to subdivide the total magnitude of the data that is given among the categories, among different categories. So this is known as the component bar diagram. In our next session, let us discuss about other types of the diagrams. I end up today's session with a thought for the day. Today's thought for the day is always be positive. It is a very good virtue that everyone should possess. So in all times of adversities also, if we have positive thinking, we can overcome those adversities with a good result. Therefore, if we go on thinking negatively, then the result will also disturb us. As you all know that in every dark cloud there is a silver shine, and it is not that every time all the doors are closed. So we have to have the positivity and we should search for the door which is open. In our day-to-day life we come across many things where there are lots of negative impacts on our thoughts and actions. If we overcome this negative thoughts and negative activities, we will become a positive person, and so that we can spread positivity. So this positive thinking creates a positive aura around yourself, and therefore any negative things will not enter into your mind. Being students, you all should inculcate the habit of positive thinking, because in every adverse time people have proved that they have overcome it with their positive thinking. So always be positive. With this I conclude this session. Thank you.